Haddon Hall in London. We're here in this beautiful place, and we're at the Cheese and Wine Shop. Cheers! I'm having a agave.
Also filmed part of Harry Potter here. Just a fabulous, very interesting place. In London, England.
Cheers, love. We're here in Brighton, and we're at the wine bar. I'm having agave from Italy, and also a nice red Italian sparkling. It's our first hour here in town, and we're looking forward to a nice day at the coast here in southern Britain.
And tomorrow?
And tomorrow we're off to our first wine tasting at Ridgeview. Cheers.
This is our very first wine stop.
We've now got in the car. Stuart is driving on the left. He's doing a great job. Tiny roads.
Tiny roads. It's our first time wine tasting in England.
Yes.
And you're actually very lucky today because we have re-released a 2016.
Yeah.
So we found a couple of hundred bottles in our cellar that had been left down there. There are worse problems to have in life, of course. And effectively this surprised me. I thought perhaps this would have 7 years maximum aging to it. It's now 9 years old and it's absolutely phenomenal. This is made in the Sanier method, so drawing that colour off the skins, macerated for about 10 hours, and then lots of dark red fruit characters here, some dark cherry. Yes, some confected strawberry.
Yeah.
I get a load of that on there.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
Do you get a little bit of a yogurty character from the aging
creamy.
as well? Yeah, very creamy, yeah. And that is from that extended aging as
We could
well.
call it nougat. We'll call it nougat.
Nougat, yeah, interesting. That's a good one. Yeah. We don't get that too much in England, so I will have to use that next time. Really interesting character here. On the nose, I think you get a little bit more of that kind of patisserie character though, than it expresses so much on the palate.
Yeah.
It's almost like you've just walked past a viennoiserie in France and you get that wonderful
Delicious.
smell.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Really
Yeah.
interesting character to this wine. And it was originally aged for 3.5 years on its lees, and then it spent another 5.5 years in the cellar on its cork. So really interesting how that has evolved with the age as well. And I think it's still got a couple of more years ahead of it as well, which is really fascinating for me. So beyond 10 years for a vintage rosé. So.
Very nice.
It was perfect. What do you think, Amy?
Very nice. Now it's the test. That has a nice finish. It has a longer finish than the other two. Hi, today we were in the Sussex area of England and we visited the River Ridgeview Winery. It's a sparkling winery in, what town is it, Stuart?
Near Burgess Hill.
Near Burgess Hill. And we had a delightful time with James, and we learned a lot about the growing sparkling wine group, wine industry here in England, and the wines were delicious. A lot of them were very age-worthy. And we had a lovely tour, a nice lunch, and as I believe, every winery should be able to have a restaurant attached because food and wine is what makes the wine sing. Cheers. All right. We've had a long day in Arndale, and now we're at 139 steps, which I think references how many steps we had to climb up to the keep. So now we're having a Tinwood. This is their sparkling, and this is their rosé sparkling. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get to go there. But until then, let's try it. Nice, a little, it has a good front. It's nice and sparkly and crisp. And then it has nice citrus flavors. And now we'll try the rosé. better mid-palate feel, and still nice and crisp, but a little bit more, maybe a little bit more, just a little bit more toasted bread or something like that. Very delicious. Cheers from Arundel. Hello, it's Amy with Wine Talent, and we are here in Sussex, England, and we are visiting Whiston Wine Estate. And this is Candace. So, Candace, thank you.
Hi, absolute pleasure. Lovely to
Yes.
host you and welcome you here to Whiston today. We've just hosted a tour and tasting. You stayed here for lunch. Hope you had an absolutely marvellous time trying our delicious wines.
Yes, and what was our favorite wine today?
Was it the Blanc de Blanc 2018?
Yes, the Reserve. Yes,
Yeah.
it was delicious.
Yeah.
Yes, and it did have that nougat element,
Yeah.
which I do enjoy.
Super
and
delicious.
nice and moussey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. A 2018 vintage, absolutely perfect year for us here in England. As you say, it's been in barrel fermenting and then maturation for sort of 5 years. Really sums up the landscape we've got here. We're on chalk, so we make these incredibly linear, concise wines with high minerality, which is just beautifully expressive of the landscape here in Sussex.
Yeah, so we've had a beautiful time, and this was our first tour today. We're off to another one later, but we should see a good contrast.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, absolutely lovely to host you.
Thank you,
so
Candace.
much for coming.
It was delightful.
All right, take care.
Like that, and it's literally been overcast since. My tan went in about a week.
All right, on a beautiful summer day here, we find ourselves in Chilworth Manor Winery, and I'm meeting Max, who's the commercial director. And so Max, tell us a little bit about the winery.
Hi, thank you, Amy. Yeah, so Chilworth Manor Vineyard, we're based in the Surrey Hills, probably about 10 minutes from Guildford, and we grow Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier and Chardonnay. From those grapes, we have our Still Rosé, which is currently on the 2024 vintage. We have our classic Cuvée, which is called Olwyn, after the first nobleman of Chilworth Manor. So that's on the 2018 vintage. And also our Brut Rosé, which is on the 2021 vintage. We like to, Still Rosé is a Provence style, and then our traditional method sparkling wines focus on lees aging as well, with the Cuvée 5 years on its lees, and then the Brut Rosé 3 years on its lees.
All right, and how's this harvest or summer shaping up for the vineyards?
I mean, it's shaping up to be absolutely, well, hopefully good,
Yes,
but
yes.
you can never ever, confirm that until once it's in the vat. So,
Right, yeah.
So yeah, we're fingers crossed. Anything can happen, but we're quietly confident. But yeah, as we've said, got still a lot of work to do. So,
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah.
Yes, never mess with Mother Nature. She does what she does. We did have a
Exactly.
little bit of rain last night, which was nice.
We did,
Yeah,
yeah.
but a lot of nice, bright, dry days. So thank you very much, Max, for letting
You're
us
welcome, Amy.
welcome into our world of wine.
Thank you very much. Lovely to be here. Thank you.
Good morning. We're here in beautiful English countryside. We're at Denby's Wine Estate, which is the largest winery in England. I think we're here mid-August, and we have good color coming onto the grapes. And this is a 1 million bottle winery here in England, and we're getting ready. I believe that harvest will be in mid-September. Here we are in the vineyards, as they say here in England, and I believe this is Chardonnay. I'm sure some of my experts in the wine industry who know their ampelography will be able to tell me right away, but since it's still a greenish color, I believe this is Chardonnay. and we have a raisin on a lot of the other red grapes. So let's say this is Chardonnay. Beautiful time in the vineyards. The clusters are looking good, and I think it should be a good harvest. That's what I'm hearing from everyone in the wine industry here. See you later. Hello, we're here in Squires in Kent, England, and we're trying the Brut 2021, the Rosé 2021, and the Blanc de Blanc 2018, going from youngest to oldest and probably a bit more sophisticated at the end. And we're here in Kent, England, in the garden country of England. Cheers. You find us here at Leeds Castle, and we are stopping into the restaurant, and right across, just 2 minutes away, is Wild Shark Vineyards, and I think this is their second vintage. This last year they made this rosé, and it won one of the best of show. So cheers from Leeds Castle. All great travel plans can get astray when you don't make sure that the vineyard is open the day that you're planning to go. We're hoping to get to Chardom Vineyard here at the Burnt House Farm. They opened in 2012, started growing grapes. They are a family organization and they have limited hours. So unfortunately it's Friday, so we're not able to get a tour today, but look at this beautiful location. Beautiful Chardom, England. Beautiful day here in Kent, and we have a nice cathedral over there, but look at the grounds. We have these nice old Burnt House Farm buildings, and there's a demonstration vineyard over here. All right, well, our best laid plans of course went astray, and we were hoping to come back another day, but here's a beautiful demonstration vineyard over here, and then we have these beautiful Burnt House Farm buildings here, and I believe someone's in there, but I don't want to disturb them. So it is Friday, not Saturday when they're open. Thanks. See you from Kent. 4 road closures.
Yeah. It's been bad.
And we have lots of roads that we've gone through. We've almost got hit by a big lorry truck a couple times, and now we have made it, and they're open daily. So now we need to figure out how to get to where we're going to go. So just drive up, Stu.
Yep. It's been a very challenging drive to get here. The worst thing is we were 0.2 miles, and then it was road closed.
And then we would get on a different road, and then we'd be 4.2 miles away. It's a beautiful Friday here in Kent, and we're at Gusbourne. We did have a bit of a harrowing adventure to get here, but now we're walking up to reception at the Nest.
All right, here we are in Gusbourne, inside. Nice guy Dan has set us up, sent us inside to look around.
Look at the cellar door.
Hello. So this is the inside of Gusbourne. 2004 onwards, eh? It's a very nice place.
So we've now had a tour of the inside of the Nest, and now we're out here before our tasting to look at the beautiful grounds from the, I guess you could say, the crow's nest here. So beautiful vineyards, active tasting room, and lots of overflow tasting room. So a good setup here, and looking forward to tasting the wines. Hello, so today we're having a great wine education with Lauren here with Gusbourne Vineyards, and we're going to try her favorite one to talk about, and that's the Blanc de Noir. So Lauren, take it away.
Yeah, so this is our Blanc de Noir, and the current vintage that we're pouring is 2020. which I know typically we try and forget about 2020 because of COVID, but out in the vineyard it was a phenomenal vintage. It was very warm, dry, and lots of ripeness come from these grapes in particular. But Blanc de Noir, white wine made from black grapes, because Pinot Noir and Meunier, although they've got dark skins, the flesh inside is actually green. So in the press, very minimal skin contact, and you'll always produce a white wine. But the percentage of these grapes is about 65% Pinot Noir, 25% Meunier, and 10% Chardonnay to help give it a bit of structure. But you've got a lot more red fruit, so red apple, a bit of plum in there as well, with a bit of a bacon spice on the finish.
Aha, very interesting. I'll have to
That's
try
it.
that one. Yes.
And it's about 36 months on lees, and we say roughly 36 months because we disgorge the wines as and when we need them, so later on in the vintage might have longer on lees than the very first pour-ins.
Great. And so you mentioned that you have a new winemaker, but she was working for the winery since 2018?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
So our head winemaker is Mary Bridges. She's been with the company since 2018. She recently moved over to head winemaker back in 2023, which is great to have a female winemaker in the winery, and with so much knowledge of what's going on out in the vineyard, and what's going on in the winery as well. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you very much,
Cheers.
Lauren. Yes, cheers. That is delicious. Bacon. All right, good. I like it. All right, so we were very happy. We just stumbled across the threshold of Henner's Winery here in, what town are we in?
We're in Hurstmoor Zoo in East Sussex.
All right, very good. And we just met Charlotte, and Charlotte is here to tell us a little bit about Henner's and then to pour us a little bit of her vintage brut.
Hello. We are Henner's. We are a 7-acre vineyard. We grow Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and my favourite of the lot is our vintage 18, which I'm going to pour for you now.
Oh, very good.
This is a Chardonnay Pinot Noir blend from 2018, which was an exceptional year for us. And we only make vintages in exceptional years.
Very good, yes. So how is the vintage this year shaping up?
It's looking good for this year.
Very good, very
Yeah,
good. Well,
we're
it
very
smells
excited.
delicious. All right, well, cheers. Thank you, Charlotte, for having us.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yes. Hello, we're here at Henner's, and while we're getting our bottle of rosé to share with a few small plates, we wanted to show you the beautiful countryside of Sussex. Look at these beautiful sheep. We have some horses back there, and look at this is great agricultural land. I mean, look at this, it's just beautiful. I think we might have some windmills out there. So it's so amazing the things we're seeing and learning about English wine country. Cheers from English wine country, enjoying the sparkling wine.
Cheers.
Cheers.